page 20. Om Ajaya Namah, Om Avyayaya Namah, Om Avinashine Namah, Om Achintyaya Namah, Om Aprameyaya Namah, Om Advitiyaya Namah, Om Aniketaya Namah, Om Anushasana Priyaya Namah, Om Antasakshine Namah, Om Antaryamine Namah, Om Anandaya Namah, Om Atmaswarupaya Namah, Om Anglabhasha Viduttamaya Namah, Om Ishwaraya Namah, Om Udara Hridayaya Namah, Om Utsahavardhakaya Namah, Om Ekasmai Namah, Om Okaravide Namah, Om Karunasagaraya Namah, Om Karmaparayana Namah, Om Kalatitaya Namah, Om Kaivalya Swarupaya Namah, Om Kritatmane Namah, Om Kritakrityaya Namah, Om Gita Jnana Yajna Pracharakaya Namah, Om Gurave Namah, Om Gunatitaya Namah, Om Grantakrite Namah, Om Chinmayaya Namah, Om Chinna Samshayaya Namah, Om Jagadatmane Namah, Om Jagatsakshine Namah, Om Janapriyaya Namah, Om Jitendriyaya Namah, Om Jiva Brahmaikyavide Namah, Om Jivan Muktaya Namah, Om Jirna Mandirodharakaya Namah, Om Tapovan Shishyaya Namah, Om Tapasvine Namah, Om Tapanashanaya Namah, Om Tirthaswarupaya Namah, Om Tejasvine Namah, Om Dehatitaya Namah, Om Dvandvatitaya Namah, Om Dridhanishchayaya Namah, Om Dharma Samstapakaya Namah, Om Dhimate Namah, Om Dhiraya Namah, Om Dhairya Pradaya Namah, Om Narayanaya Namah, Om Nijanandaya Namah, Om Nirapekshaya Namah, Om Nisprahaya Namah, Om Nirupamaya Namah, Om Nirvikalpaya Namah, Om Nityaya Namah, Om Niranjanaya Namah, Om Paramaya Namah, Om Parabrahmane Namah, Om Pavanaya Namah, Om Pavakaya Namah, Om Purushottamaya Namah, Om Prasannatmane Namah, Om Phalasaktirahitaya Namah, Om Bahubhaktaya Namah, Om Bandhamochakaya Namah, Om Brahmanishtaya Namah, Om Brahmaparaya Namah, Om Vayanashanaya Namah, Om Bharata Gauravaya Namah, Om Bhumne Namah, Om Mahavakyopadeshakaya Namah, Om Maharshaye Namah, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namah, मनोहराय नमः ॐ महात्मने नमः ॐ मेधाविने नमः ॐ यदात्मने नमः ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः ॐ वाग्मिने नमः ॐ विभवे नमः ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः ॐ वीतरागाय नमः ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारगाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्रीचिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः ॐ श्रीचिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। First of all, thanks to the host for this 14th satsang. Out of this 108, we are now in the 14th. You are all welcome to watch the past 13, which is available in the web, in our webcast, that is in YouTube, and the future one also. The very purpose of doing these 108 satsangs is to invoke the memory of Gurudev Swami Ishwaranandaji on his 25th Mahasamadhi year. He left his body in the year 1993 in San Diego. And 25 years, quarter century have passed by. And in the next year, we are going to have a big event coming up in San Diego. Towards that is this satsangs. I plan to complete it by next June. Thanks to San Gabriel who have completing 7th satsang here the most. So when we take up different names, like what we have in today's satsang is Ishwar. It happens to be my name also. Ishwara, we write it as Ishwar, and many people read it as Aishwar, which is also true. Which is also true. Because the Ishwar, Ishwaratva is one of the qualities of the Lord. One of the qualities of Bhagavan. Bhagavan is a common used language or used word for referring to God. Bhagavan. One, when you say V-A-N, one who has. Bhaga, one who has. Bhaga. Bhaga means there are 6 important qualities called Bhaga. Like you have Dhanavan. In Hindi, mein Dhanavan, Bhailwan. Dhanavan means one who has dhanam, wealth. And Bhailwan, Balavan, one who has bala. Shrutavan, one who has studied scriptures. So in the same way, you have Bhagavan. So the 6 qualities that makes a Bhagavan, the Lord, is first and foremost is Ishwaratva, the rulership, or called majesty. That's the first one, majesty. So here what we find, the word Ishwara usually identified with Aishwarya, which is also true. One who is a ruler alone has got the money. One who has no control over oneself also, what wealth he can possess. One who has not only control over oneself, but also around himself or herself. Such a person alone is considered as a true owner of wealth. So Ishwaratva means one who has rulership over oneself as well as others. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, where is this Lord present? Many people have, Hinduism is, or India is such an open-minded society, long time back also. It accepted various viewpoints. Nobody is rejected. That's why it was able to tolerate different religions, different views, different cultures, and still did not lose its identity. That tolerance is the most important feature of Sanatana Dharma. Because a Sanatana Dharmin, one who followed the Vedas, believed in openness. Everybody has the right over his or her opinion. Whether right or wrong is a debatable question. But you have a right over your opinion. Even a child has got right over his or her dislikes, likes and dislikes. Everybody has. So they had a very open view of things. That's why children have to go to the next room or something. They will be distracting all others. So they can be busy with something else. So those who are of different views, for example, somebody may be believing in God, somebody may not believe in God at all. You have to accept that. As much as, let us say that in your organization, if you are a project leader, and you have a group of people working, you must allow different viewpoints. It is said that one CEO was there and he was discussing with his directors, and he was asking everybody's opinion. What's your opinion about this project? What is your opinion about this? And he went around and one person said, whatever others said, I accept. He said, you are fired. You are fired is a different thing nowadays. Anyway, you are fired. So I said, why? Because if you are going to say whatever others say, why do I need you? Even if I look at my own body, our own body, is it not every part of the body has got exclusive responsibility? What the eyes are doing, the ears are not doing, ears are doing, nose is not doing. Every part of the body has got a particular unique function. And interestingly, these different things that are there in our body are coming together and work together. Isn't it? They are not working on their own. They are all working together for a common purpose. One must recognize that. So, different views of a people is necessary to be accepted, and that is the way Sanatana Dharma progressed. So, there were people who did not believe in God also. That was also there. They are called Charvakas. Charvak means sweet tongue. Charvak. Sweet tongue. Meaning they were only interested in gratifying the senses. Their philosophy is Picasso. Pina Kana Sona. Nothing wrong. Even today there are people like that. Majority of the people are like that only. Kao, Pivo, Majudo. So that is also accepted. It's not something wrong. That's also their viewpoint. There are some people who accepted Vedas as the authority on this subject matter. Some of them did not. So those who have accepted the Vedas as the authority on the truth, they are called Astikaha. And those who did not, they are called Nastikas. There are people who accepted Vedas but do not accept God. Existence of God also not accepted, but accepted Vedas. There are people who neither accepted Vedas nor accepted God. That is also there. So different viewpoints. So Ishwara is, from the standpoint of Sanatana Dharma or Vedas, it's not a person. It's a presence. The presence that makes everything else activated. Now, let me give you a simple example by which you understand that. As I said, our physical body has got different various equipments. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, lungs, spleen, heart, kidney, and so many things which some of them we know, some of them we don't know. How many of you opened your body and saw what all the things are? You don't even know. Can you say that they don't exist? If they don't exist, you don't exist. So many things are there. Now, all of them are functioning cohesively together because of the presence of life. We do not know what this life is. What do you call it as Jivatva? But only when you are alive, they are all working together. When the life is gone, then everything will fall apart. Is it not true? Yavat pavano nivasati dehe tavat pruchati kushalam gehe gatavadi vayo deha paye bharya bibhyati tasmin. So long as you are breathing, so long as you are alive, you are even noticed that you are there. The moment that prana is gone, you are stopped breathing, even your own wife will be afraid to look at you. Why? Because it's dead. Now your body is there. Heart is there, spleen is there, brain is there, kidney is there, hands, legs, feet, and then eyes, ears, nose, tongues, everything is there. What is not there? What is not there? Air is there outside, but not inside. Because the person who is taking the air is absent. So one should accept that there is a presence in all of us, in whose absence this, what you call it, is a body, will completely destroy itself. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe Arjuna tishtati. Oh Arjuna, understand this. The Lord is residing in the heart of all beings. Heart is not this pumping heart. Okay? Heart means the core of being. You know, it's the heart of the city. You go and see, where is the heart? Sir, somebody said there is a heart in the city. Where is the heart? It's not a physical heart. When you say heart, that means the core, where the hub of the things. So in the core of your own being, there is Ishwaraaya. Hriddeshe, in the place called Hridaya. In fact, the word Hridayam is also a very interesting word. Hridayam is Hridayam. In Sanskrit, Hrit means truth. I am this. So the life is not a thing which you can objectively look at it. But when we say I am alive, what do we mean? I don't mean a particular thing that is there in me or particular function of my body. If you say this, I don't know whether it's alive or not. The plastic?
Plastic is always alive.
Okay, when it was there, part of the tree, it is said to be alive. Now you have cut it out and put it in the water. So let us say this, you go outside and there is a tree with some fruits there, oranges or whatever. Now if you look at the orange, and orange is connected to the tree in the branch of a tree. The branch is connected to the trunk of the tree. The trunk is connected to the root. The root is connected to the earth. And earth is connected to what?
All the jivas.
All of us.
Earth is connected to? Is it connected to anything? See, if you go on connecting each other, where is earth connected to? But you say it is alive. Now, even if you open the fruit and open it in every part of it, you will not find anything called life. Can you find it as something? If it is in the physical heart that life is, then all surgeons, cardiac surgeons would have found God. Isn't it? Open the heart. Hey, see that guy sitting there? Did you see him? See that? Is he a physical being sitting there? And we claim ourselves alive. What is it? So that was the greatest mystery which our rishis, when they contemplated, what is it? What we call it as life. And how is it that this life which is, I say I am, is different from someone else says the same thing, or some other living being says alive, or a tree or plants which you say alive. Question number one is, what is the life? Second is, how is it different from me and the tree and the plant and the bird and an animal or an insect? Is at all any difference? What is its origin? Does it end at all? So these questions raised by the rishis, and they went into contemplation. Our Gurudev used to say, as much as the Western world is interested in knowing the principles and laws of the nature, the Eastern mystics were interested in knowing the truth of everything. They were also scientists, and they were very objectively trying to understand the same thing, as much as the scientists of the external world is trying to understand everything objectively. Why the sun is sun? Why the water is cold? Why the fire is hot? Why the air is what it is? So they are trying to objectively understand the nature of things. But the rishis of the Eastern world, they were interested to find out the connecting link of the whole thing. What is it that connects everything? So when they come up with certain ideas, they never claimed it to be their own. This is what we have observed. And this is not one person's opinion. Over many, many thousands of years, they have observed the phenomena of the living beings, and they have come to certain conclusions. The first and foremost conclusion they have arrived at is, looking at their own physical body, which is having various thousands of different functionalities and equipments that are working together, they realize that if they are all working together, they are all working for one thing only. If they are working for their own benefit, they would have departed it. If in a group of people, when they are working for a particular objective, then all of them leaving their differences, their opinions, differences of opinion. Okay, I may have a difference of opinion, but when it comes to this thing, let us work together. Then only they have cohesively achieved something. In the same way, these equipments that are there in my body are all working together for something which is common to all. Which is their question? What is it? In Kenopanishad, the question was raised by the student. That's why Gurudev liked that particular Upanishad very well. Because the very word Kena means by what? Keneshitam patati preshitam manaha Kena prana pratama praidi yukta Keneshitam vachamimam vadanti Chakshusrotram sabudevo unakti. Why the mind is objectively falling into knowing objects? Question is very, very profound. What, in other words, what makes mind think? Kena ishitam, pra-ishitam manaha. What is that propelling the mind to think? Kena ishitam vachamimam vadanti. Why or what is that which makes me speak? What makes me see, hear, taste, smell, touch? So that question was raised by the student. So the teacher did not give a direct answer. He will not. A true teacher wants the student to think. If he gives answers directly, then he is making the student a fool. Isn't it? You as a teacher should know. Everybody. If you are giving answers to the student, then they won't think. So therefore this teacher says, Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyat vacho havacham savu pranasya pranaha chakshuhu chakshusas chakshuhu adimuchya dhiraha pretyasma loka amruta bhavanti. He gives answer. You ask why the mind is thinking, why the prana or the breathing is going on, what makes the breathing happen, what makes the eyes see, what makes the ears listen. I'll tell you. It is eye of the eye, ear of the ear, mind of the mind, speech of the speech. Student got confused. You are not giving me direct answer. Eye of the eye. What means? My eyes are able to see because there is another eye. My ears are able to hear because there is another ear.
Yes.
I am able to speak because there is another thing which is speaking. I am able to think because there is mind, and there is a mind of the mind. Never mind.
You should ask the question.
No, but the student is not ready to leave. How? What is it? So the point is here, let us say this light is there, if your child is asking, how is this light is working? What is your answer? What's your answer?
Light of the light.
Light of the light, fan of the fan. Light of the light and the fan of the fan. So he said, I think my dad doesn't know, but I know it. What makes this light lit, able to light up? Now if you see, is it the external cover called the bulb or the filament or the cable or the wire or the switch? In which one? These are all you can see, correct? I can see the external bulb, I can see the filament, I can see the cable or the wire, I can see the switch, but is it any one of them? No. What you don't see is what is making it. Is it not true? That which you don't see, in whose absence this won't be lit. I switch on and it is there. Now I know that there is some connection between that switch and here. That you know. But what happens in between? There is something which is coming from there to here, which you can't see. And if you want to see, open the put your hand there. Even then, it will pass through you. You will not see it. You will not see it. You will experience it. Brahman. So, now show me. I cannot show you. Even if you want me to show the current, can you show it? Only an expression of the current can be shown. Even if you put the meter, what do you call that?
Yeah.
It will show only the indicator, it is there. But can you see it? You can't. So that is the closest example we can come to. In the same way, if you say eye of the eye, ear of the ear, mind of the mind, what does it mean? That because of which mind is able to think, that must be one which is functioning through the mind, functioning through the eyes, functioning through the ears, functioning through this prana, but not mind, but not the ear, but not the eyes. It's not the eye, but which makes the eye see. It's not the ear, but because of whose presence ears can listen. And pretya, and this is what he says. Chakshusha chakshuha adimuchya dhiraha pretya asma lokat amruta bhavanti. Once they have understood this, leaving this world, they become immortal. The knowing of this presence of the one invisible, the result is you become immortal. And what is it? Now, the point is, the rishis who have thus contemplated and realized the invisible presence are not absent. It is not absent. It is. Just because eyes and ears cannot hear or see doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It is. Now, they didn't give the name, whether it is as so and so. It is. It is called Sat, existence. It is. Now, because any other name become a qualifier. It is. That's all. The name is of truth is what? Is. What's the name? What's the nature of that being? Is. Because you see, if I ask anybody, are you there? I am. That is your first and foremost recognition of yourself, isn't it? I am. That is God's presence. I am. I am that I am. Christ had declared there. But people who listened to him did not even understand what he means by that. They stoned him. Because he said, I am. That is the reality. So they did not give any name. So therefore they said, Sadeva Saumya Idamagra Asid. That alone was in the beginning. In Chadushloki Bhagavat, Bhagavat has got a teaching called Chadushloki Bhagavat. 4 verses in which Bhagavan explains his nature. Ahame vasame vagre Nanyat yat sadasat param Paschadaham yade dacha Yovatishtati sosmyaham. Aham eva asam eva agre. Agre in the beginning. Aham eva asam. I am awesome. And awesome means I was. Agre in the beginning. I was alone. Aham eva asam eva agre. Na anyat yat sadasat param. Nothing else existed as cause and effect. Paschadaham yate dacha. After this so-called creation which you see, I am alone, are there in many forms. And at the end of the entire, let us say, there is a dissolution. Yo avatishtati, whatever is remaining, that is also me only. Let me give an example. So you end of the day today, after having your dinner, etc. What do you do? What do you do?
Sleep.
Sleep. Now, when you go to the state of dream or the deep sleep state, you don't even know that you are dreaming and sleeping. Okay. If you know that you are not doing it.
Daydreaming.
So, dreaming and sleeping. And when you wake up in the morning next day, you had no doubt that I was and I am. Right? I was at 10 o'clock or so, I was just thinking about it. My wife was complaining about something. And as usual, I was not listening. Snowed away. And she said, he never listens to me. You know, one lady, she went to the psychiatrist and said, my husband is talking in the sleep. So the doctor said, at least in sleep let him talk. Why do you disturb him? Poor boy. So, when you wake up next morning, you know I was, and you know that presently I am. So what is the other next possible thing that you'll say? Since I was and I am, in between I was. Though I was not aware of it. It is not that I was and then I became nothing and then now I am. It's not possible, right? So let us say that your lamp is lit there and a lot of oil you have put. Then you went and then you slept. Next morning when you come, it's still, the lamp was still lit means what? It was lit before when I went to sleep. Morning when I came back, it is lit. So during the night, what happened?
Still.
It was still lit. I had no doubt about that. In the same way, I was before I went to sleep. I was. And then I am. What is the conclusion then? Even during the sleep when I was apparently not aware of myself, I was. So my presence was not doubted at any time by me. You understand? Even if nobody else would have noticed me, but I was. Similarly, Bhagavan says, Ahameva asam agre, beginning, at that time where nothing else existed. Later on, I am, paschadaham yate dacha. Whatever is there, yovatishtati, at the end of it, when everything is gone, avashishyate, whatever is remaining, me only. So, which is to say, his nature is Sat, not absence. That is what I am trying to establish. Nature of that reality is existence. Now, this existence called Sat is not only aware of, not only it is, but it's aware of itself. Otherwise, how will you know your existence? If somebody has to tell you. Do you know one thing? What? You exist. I know it. You don't need to tell me. That is known as Chit. I know. I am. I know I am. And
I feel.
I have a greatest love for myself. Anand. Satchidanand. So the rishis who thus contemplated deeply on that realized that the nature of being is ease. It knows itself. And so this ease, the being, can never be absent. That's the next point. It can never be absent. Because if a thing is there, it can be absent in another room, but it is here. Here it is, it may not be there in another room, but somewhere it is. So when your child asks, where was I before you got married? What's your answer?
Somewhere you are there.
Where was I? Why did you why I was absent in the marriage? In your marriage?
Common question.
Why was I absent? Oh, you are playing, you are sleeping and then. You are playing somewhere. So a jiva cannot be really absent. It may be absent in this form. So this jiva comes to recognize that it is always been absent in this form, but some other form it was. Then he discovers its own eternality. And so this point is to be, first question is, what is life? Second is, they have understood the answer for it is of the nature of existence. So what is life? Of the nature of existence. Alright. Now, is it same in all? That's the next question. Now, it can be said that the existence in your case is different. The existence in his case is different. Somebody else's case is different. A dog's existence, a cat's existence, a buffalo existence, a tiger existence, a tree's existence, an insect's existence. You can say that they are all different jivas there, different beings. So argument number one is there can be variety. Or the second argument is there cannot be variety. Let us look at both the possibilities. If you say they are variety is caused by what? Variety, when you say, that means one is not the other. Right? One is not the other. That's what is called variety. A is not B, B is not C, C is not D, D is not E, so etc. So variety belongs to what? To the existence or how the existence is expressed. There are many bulbs here. One is, let us say, blue in color, another is white in color, another is green in color, red in color, etc. You may say it's a red light and then it's a black light. I'm sorry, not black light. It's a green light and there's a blue light. The blueness and the greenness and the yellowness and the whiteness does not belong to the power. It belongs to the bulb or the filament. As far as the power is concerned, it is the same. If you have any doubt, again you put your hand in check and then go to the other. You will not find any difference. But Chinese electricity is a little tasty. What do you mean by Chinese electricity? So the variety does not belong to that, but anything else that is called upadhi. Upadhi means equipment. Upadhi, that which is through which it is expressing. Upadhi is a very interesting word. Upe samipe sitva swiyam rupam anyatra adadadi iti upadhi. See, in Sanskrit, every word has got a definition. Upe samipe stitva swiyam rupam anyatra adadadi iti apadi. Meaning, its own nature is being transferred to the one which is to the proximate. It's called upadi. Like if you pour a water into the blue bottle, it will look blue, but the blueness is a quality of the bottle, the glass, which is being apparently transferred to the water when you look at it. Similarly, the power is not light, but power makes the light possible. Power has no light. Power is not light. So, the power, the light that is the quality of the bulb, that belongs to Upadi and not to the power. In the same way, the humanness, birdness, treeness, insectness do not belong to ease. Therefore, when you say variety, it does not belong to that life. It belongs only to the equipment through which it is expressed. So, the answer to the second question is there variety? Yes and no. Yes, when you look from the equipment standpoint. No, from the absolute standpoint. If it is like this, when I ask you, are you a husband or a son to your father? You say, I am a husband jiska hasna band ho gaya. So, I am a husband with respect to my wife. But with respect to my son, father, I am son. With respect to my son, I am a father. So, who are you? It depends upon which relationship you are referring to, right? I am. Before you got married, you were not there. I was. Happily I was. So somebody said, me and my wife were happily, we were very happy for 25 years. And then we met.
Got married.
So before marriage, you were not exist. When you were not a husband, where you did not exist? Before you became a father, you did not exist. I existed. Not as a husband, not as a father. So in the same way, independent of the upadi, it is still present, but not recognizable, because it is not having any feature, any quality. So the quality of whatever it is which distinguishes itself from other things came with respect to the equipment. The equipments are of three kinds. One is gross, subtle and causal. The gross equipment is a physical body which you and I possess, which others can also see. The subtle equipment is mind and intellect complex, which others don't see. Thank God. Our thoughts and emotions and feelings and prejudices and likes and dislikes, so many complexities there. We know it. Others don't know. So that is a subtle equipment which others cannot recognize unless they come closer to you and start behaving with you, right? Or relating with you. Now, there is one more which we ourselves don't know. That is called Karanamaya Kosha or Vasanamaya Kosha, Karana Sharira, which we ourselves are not aware of. Meaning, we ourselves cannot recognize it easily. Beyond that is the presence of the pure existence. So, any variety you see belong to one of the upadhis or all of them. So, the second understanding that they have come to recognize is that life is one, expressions are many. Life is pure existence, Sat. But expressions are depending upon the equipments through which it is expressing. And based upon what these expressions take place? Guna and karma. The quality and action. And adding to that is jnanam. As per your knowledge, as per your virtues, as per your action, the expression will differ. For example, you have two children at home, let us say. They don't behave the same way, even if they are twins. Why? They are born to the same family, children. They are to the same parents only. They are given the same kind of education, food and etc. But then, they are very distinct from each other. One is idiot like the father, another is smart like the mother. It is said that Bernard Shaw was once traveling and one very beautiful lady came to him and said, you know, you are so brilliant and I am so beautiful. When we get married, think about the children.
He said, no.
So Bernard Shaw said, I am afraid. Why are you afraid? You know, it is ideal if the child gets your beauty and my brilliance. It is opposite.
It's reverse. What
They don't behave in the same way. Their ideas are different, their preferences are different, everything is so different. You wonder why. You expect them to behave in the same way, talk and walk and think, but they won't. Then only you get the dawn, the wisdom is dawn. Nothing is the same. What I expect is not what is going to happen. So based upon what? Guna, karma, jnana. Jnana we can understand. Jnana means based upon the knowledge which they have possessed. So over a period of time when they have gone for school education and then they have come to, express in their field, of course that makes a difference. But guna and karma we cannot recognize because the qualities of the personality comes from not this life, many lives. And the karma also determines how they function. That's why nowadays in the American usage also, it's all because of my karma. That's what it is. It's all my karma that makes it. Now, therefore, this guna and karma, the quality of a person and action, karma here does not mean just an action, result of past action. This makes the person individual, unique. And each one of us are thus expressing our quality and karma or action. And that's why you are you and I am who I am, and everyone is what one is. And coming together, all of us in a society or a community of people, we are fulfilling our responsibilities based upon our guna and karma. That's why Bhagavan Krishna said, Chadurvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagasha tasya kartaram abhimam vidya akartaram avyayam. I am the one who had broadly I have divided the people based upon their guna and karma. And I am making them able to express their guna and karma. And that is how Bhagavan says, Ishwara sarvabhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani. Brahmayan. Brahman means making them get engaged in their action. Yandra arudhani mayaya. Like an equipment which is connected to a wheel or any kind of device, it will start moving accordingly. It's like in a cart, let's say. In a cart, that main hub, what do you call that?
Axle.
Axle is there and the wheel is set, right? So when I move, you move the axle, the wheel moves and therefore it moves. Similarly, the Lord is the connecting link. And as per the individual guna and karma, so will be that person's presence in this world. And the one which is making this happen, the whole thing happen, is Ishwar. That's why it's called controller. The controller, by his mere presence, making the individuals express their guna and karma. Just like by mere presence, the guna and karma, guna means the quality, the function, karma, is expressed in the form of a light there. Similarly, you and I are, in the presence of Ishwara alone, are able to do what we are doing, how we are thinking. This, therefore, Ishwara is there, controls the entire creation, not from outside, from sitting inside. Not only animate things, inanimate things also. Therefore, in the Upanishad, in Taittiriya Upanishad, there is a beautiful statement. Bishasmat vada pavate, Bishad udidi suryaha, Bishad agnischa indrascha, Mrityurdhavati panchama iti. Asmat Bishad. Due to the fear of the Lord alone, vata pavate, the wind is blowing. Bishad udidi suryaha, sun rises. Bishad agnischa indrascha, fire and Indra and Yama, they are all functioning because of the fear of the Lord. Now, when you say fear of the Lord, it's not a fear of law. See, when you do something out of fear of law, what it means is that you are not accepted the law. You don't understand why the law is. I often ask this question. If there is a stop sign and you need stop, is it out of fear or punishment?
To some extent.
Most people say, okay, if I don't stop, I will be punished. But if you are doing that, then you never understood why the law has been placed first of all. If I know that I stop because others can use the road, then you have understood the law. If you say, if I don't stop, I will be punished, then you have not understood the law. Just like your child, when you as a mother or father say, no, you sit down and study. And because she is saying you are studying, you have now understood why you have to study. Oh, my mom says, therefore I have to study. If I don't get the correct good mark, then my dad will be very mad at me. Therefore I study. Then you have not understood the purpose of this study. I study because that's the right thing to do. Right? Similarly, when you say Vayu is running or doing its work, not out of fear, out of respect. Because it knows its role in the whole thing. Just like every part of our body is not afraid of anything. Eyes are seeing because it's afraid of Bhagavan inside. That is its role, and it plays its role because it is in the whole complexity of things. Its role is also important. Every part of the body has understood, if you consider as an individual being, they have understood their responsibility and how it will affect the entire system if it doesn't do. If it doesn't do even the smallest part. See, sometimes the part may be very small, but in the absence of it, things won't work. You know, it is said that in one particular company or wherever, so suddenly all the systems went down. So they were wondering, what is this? And all of them tried here, this, and then this. Well, called the service guy. Service guy came and then opened this. Okay. And he took a small little screwdriver. He took the pin, he tightened it.
No, it's okay.
Now you put it on. And then he charged $500. So the guy asked manager, what did he do? What did he do? I just tightened the screw, it is loose. For that $500, we could have done it ourselves. Yeah, you could have done it yourself. Who said no? But you don't know which one to tighten. So even the most insignificant one has a purpose. And the other day I was telling, if that bacteria is in your yogurt, if it doesn't work, you will not get yogurt. You will not even see that. Under the microscope, you look at it. Fellows are running around. Idli would not be available. You are depending upon the invisible ones to make your idli tasty. Would you see it? I won't see it.
Gut will not function.
Even in your own body, it is thousands and millions of them are working. So that which is making the entire system work, and they are working not out of fear, out of respect and the holistic view of things. Okay, if I am doing something, it is going to influence everything. And if I don't do anything, what I am supposed to do, again it will disturb the whole system. What we take it for granted, it's a serious thing. So Bhagavan makes sure, as Ishwar, as the controller, he makes sure the entire system is working by his mere presence. So therefore, our Gurudev is referred as Ishwar because he realized this. And he realized the identity with himself as that. We are not able to identify because we are so concerned about our physical body and all other external things. But a Mahatma is one who has connected to the higher one. Therefore, we refer to him as Ishwaraaya, Ishwaraaya Namah. And such a person recognizes the sun is rising, the wind is blowing, the river is flowing, Ishwar is taking care of it. He is working behind every one of them. And because of which alone, everything is so cohesively moving about. As I said, the tree, you can see the orange and the branch, and then it goes to the trunk, and trunk is to the root, root to the earth. Earth is for what? Earth is to what? Earth is in the middle of nowhere. It is just suspended in the middle of nowhere. That's what we think, isn't it? But it is being kept in that place by a system. That system we can't even see. Everything is moving. Imagine if one of them stopped, you had it. Even a fraction of a moment, it start reversing it, let us say. Or it stopped, or it doesn't move. It goes in its own rotation as well as it's going around. If anything else stops, collapse, everything collapses. So we take it for granted, right? It is not to be taken for granted. So, therefore, when you go to a temple or a church or a mosque, wherever, the form of God which you see, you must adore, saying that Bhagavan, without whom not even a single grass can come out of the earth. Imagine the earth, when it comes out of the earth, you know how much of power it has to have to open the earth and come out. Imagine. It is the land into which you have put a seed. Let us say you are growing up some plant. When you put the seed has to have that power to break the shell first. And then come out, and then break the earth to come out. Where is the power? Those who have studied dynamics, you should know, to create energy, power, what an amount of power has to be used. We are taking it for granted. The child is walking from here to there. Is it possible without that inherent energy in it? The table is moving. We take it for granted. In the seed, where is the power? You tell me. Who gave the power there? For the seed, or the small one fellow inside. Bidasyan vankuro jagaditam prang nirvikalpam punah. Shankaracharya says, with this inside a seed, there is unmanifest presence. And then when it starts manifesting, it breaks everything and comes out. Thus, even the smallest seed is an expression of Bhagavan, the Lord. who breaks its boundaries, opens up that seed and opens the earth. And so first sprout, when you see, wow, what the power of this Ishwar. So when you start looking at the world from the heart of a saint, you cannot but admire the power of the Lord. We take it for granted. That is Ishwaraaya, the controller. So to that Ishwar, who is recognized by the Mahatma or Gurudev, and he thus expressed that infinite love of the Lord alone is making everything function. The only thing that we have to give in return is infinite love to Him. Ishwaraaya Namah. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Durgabhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.